Hi guys, did you ever want to add reading to your list for your New Year's resolution or your goal list? Well, I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can increase your reading and get more read in 2019. Stay tuned. Okay, so if you're like me, you make a new list every year at the beginning of the year, and you might have on it to read more. Every year I say the same thing, I want to read more. And some years I read a lot more than others, but it depends on what I want to learn in that year, or what book that I grab and pick up so I can learn a new skill. Reading is fundamental for so many reasons, and not only does it help you learn a new skill, but it can be something fun and enjoyable, and it helps you with brain development and also motor skills. So I would think that reading would be something that everybody picks up, even though I know there's a lot of people that don't like to read or can't read. So that part I can't really help you with. I mean, I was one of the two of those people I didn't like to read when I was in school, and I really picked up reading after graduating, and that's because I decided to read romance novels. I know, romance novels, what? But yes, I had a love for romance novels, so that was how I got into reading and started reading everything. I got a lot of romance novels. I have a collection of them, and I have a lot on my Kindle as well, because I love them. Don't judge. And also I learned how to read the self-help books because I was growing a business at the time and I wanted to learn new skills. So those two genres were something that I gravitated towards, and that's what kept me reading. So my first tip is to pick a genre that you like, whether it be action, suspense, horror. There's a ton of different genres you can pick and choose from, and as long as you pick one that you like and stick with it, you'll be reading faster than you think and more than you think. My second tip is to read 10 to 15 pages a day. You'd be surprised at how fast you can read a book if you just read 10 to 15 pages a day. It helps you read faster. It helps you to comprehend what you read because you're only reading a small amount instead of a large amount. And it's just a better way to get through a book instead of giving you that whole chunk of the book to read at once. You can just pick a few pages at a time and you will get done the book faster than you think. Usually it takes me a couple weeks to get done a book if I do it with that method. So if you take longer, you should try it. My third tip would be to write notes of what you read from the book that you could use for whatever business idea you have or new skill you want to learn. Take notes so that you will remember what you read. The fourth tip would be to share what you read. That's going to help you verbalize what you read, and it's going to help you remember what you read. And you never know, somebody might be interested in the book and you could recommend it to them. My last tip would be to start a book club or have a group with your friends about, you could pick a book a month and You guys can all be reading the same thing, and then have have group discussions online about the book that you read, and that could be like a fun little thing. Or you could do it live and have book parties. That would be fun. Have a bunch of your friends come over, and you guys could all be discussing the book that you read that month. So that's it, guys. That's all I got. Those were my tips. I was going to add another one, which is don't read before you go to bed, but sometimes that's just the only time you get to read. So if you do it without falling asleep and before you finish those 10 pages, go ahead and do it. But I wouldn't recommend it, because if you're going to bed, usually that's when you go to bed. But if that's when you like to read, that's when you like to read. To each his own. Okay. So that's all I got. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it. I would love that. And somebody else might find some of the tips helpful that you found helpful. Also, if you have a tip of your own and I didn't put it in this video, I would love if you comment down below in the comments your ideas for a reading, and I would love to see what they are. So comment down below. Okay. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. That will help you to know when I make a new video. I make a new video every week, every Saturday, on cooking, success, and entrepreneurship. Can't talk. Entrepreneurship, and I would love to have you in my tribe. Okay, and as always, it is my wish to help you be the best you that you can be. Bye.